All this Extreme Festival action is proudly brought to you by Astron Energy, Volkswagen Motorsport, Dunlop Tires, and Investchem Chemical Logistics. Welcome to the harbour city of East London, Buffalo City as it's also known. Great to be here and magnificent to see an opportunity to go racing one more time on the famous East London Grand Prix circuit. We're here for round 5 of the Extreme Festival. The action in the show kicks off with the Investchem Formula 1600s. And as we saw at the previous round, a little chink in the armour for Jagger Robertson. A problem with the gearbox saw him miss one of the heats and did not finish, which means the battle between him and Casey Ensel-Smith will resume. They'll be fighting on brand new tyres, and great to see those tyres being marked by the COC. Everybody will be hunting down Casey Ensel-Smith, the championship leader. And there's going to be a big battle expected between himself, Jagger Robertson, Siyabonga Munkunkwana and Karabo Malamela, two of the most improved drivers in this series, there is no doubt about it. But keep an eye on Alex Voss, who seems to go well down here on the Eastern Cape circuits. That's how they'll line up. It's Robertson on pole, Casey Ensel-Smith alongside him with Munkunkwana and Voss, and it's Naidu and Michael Besaidnout with Storm Lanfear just behind them. Let's catch up quickly with Casey Ensel-Smith.
So it's going good so far. Yesterday, heat 1 was a bit rough. We kind of forgot the track. Heat 2, we were a little bit off pace. Practice 3 was really good. We were fast by 0.2. And then today for quali, we had a good quali second. And now it's just if we can really jag it in for the race 1.
Couple of little tweaks and setup is crucial at this circuit. Also been playing around with the ability to use the slipstream. There are 3 big straights at this track, and they will definitely be used. You can see a little bit of advice there for Renzo and maybe for Michael Besaidnout to try and get everything 100% right to ensure that the young guns at the back can maybe fighting with the usual suspects at the front end by the time we roll out for heat number 1. All these cars running the Ford Zetec 1600cc engine, and pole position is crucial. But as I said, with that slipstream ability of these cars, and as the lights go out and we go racing, we'll soon see whether the slipstream comes into play, even on race number 1's lap 1, as Karabo Malamela is going to try and use it to his advantage. He had to start right from the back of the pack after not getting a qualifying lap in. So he's got a lot of work to do, and he's already starting to send it up the inside and look for a way through as they get into turn 1, the famous Potter's Pass. He's got past on Michael Besaidnout, and he's got through on Renzo Ribeiro by the looks of it, as the rest of the pack head down 2 by 2, side by side. Look at this, Jagger Robertson going to give a little bit of room there to Casey as they go through the very fast rifle range bend, and then on the brakes down into Kokobana. Inside line should be the line to be on, and it is. So nice move there from the Liquimoli man who leads out over the Africa heating machine of Casey Ensel-Smith. Good start there from Voss. Voss up to about 3rd place by the looks of things, fighting with Munkunkwana, and then Srin Naidu just tucked in behind. Oh, little slipstream, there you go. That's a great example. On board from Casey. Is he good enough on the brakes to get into the... Oh, right onto the outside goes Jagger Robertson, and onto the dirt, in fact. He gets forced wide by that outbraking maneuver put onto him by Casey Ensel-Smith going into gate corner, and that is a very tricky one to get right. Now as they come to Copster Curve and into that sweep, it's onto the back straightaway for the very first time. Up the hill they come. Casey with a bit of breathing room due to the fact that Jagger had to go off track to avoid touching the two of them. Now they come under braking for Beacon. And it's Munkunkwana, and look at where Malamela is already. He's up into 4th place after 1 lap. Can you believe that action? 1 lap to come from the back of the pack up to 4th place. Watch out for Malamela, putting the pressure now onto Munkunkwana as they cross the line to complete lap number 1. Srin Naidu fighting with Storm Lanfear just behind that. Let's have a look at this from Jagger Robertson's point of view. There you go. He turns in, realizes there's not enough room. He goes across the grass, across the karting track, and back onto the black stuff, just in time to keep out the rest of the pack of cars. There you can see the two of them are side by side again, and that's from the other angle that we had here opposite the complex. Jagger going onto the grass, coming back straight in front of Sia Munkunkwana, and Sia very lucky to avoid the return of the hard-charging Jagger Robertson. If he wasn't hard-charging now, he certainly will be. Further back, Srin Naidu with Alex Voss coming under pressure from Storm Lanfear. A little bit of late braking and a lock-up there from Srin into Kokobana corner. There go the top 3. Look at the gap they've pulled already. In fact, that's the top 4, remember, because Malamela's with them as well. This is Lanfia's point of view. Let's have a look and see if we get an idea of how the slipstream works. He goes under the gearbox of Alex Voss, pulls out, but Voss is good enough on the brakes and just keeps him out. As they go there, oh, a spinner. That's Renzo right at the back. The Metal U Spares man has spun out down at Cochabana corner. Hopefully gets it going in time. Should be enough time before all the leaders get there. Back to this mid-pack battle. Great little fight here between Alex Voss and Shrin Naidu. Shrin hanging on for now. Much better run here from him than what we saw at the previous round in PE. So Shrin Naidu has found something special here in East London, and he's making it work for him for a top 5. Fastest man at the moment is Karabo Malamela. Can you believe the lap times he's putting in there? Certainly well within lap record pace to get to where he is right from the back of that pack. But he's got a little bit of ground to make up now, still to catch the back end of Monkonkwana. He's not quite there just yet. There comes a slipstream move there from Voss, pulling out, using that slipstream to get past on Shrin Naidu, watching the background as they come down towards Potters. It's going to be around the outside and done. Perfectly done. That's a great example, actually, of how that slipstream works. And Alex Voss now moves himself into the top 5. He's got Naidu straight back at him, though. Let's have a quick squiz here. On board here with Renzo as he comes down on the brakes. This is where he just loops it out going into Cochabana. Oh, in fact, I think he might have got a little touch there. Yeah, he did. He certainly got a little touch. I think Michael Besaidnout might have helped him out there ever so slightly. You can hear him trying to get the car back and fired up. Didn't quite get there as quickly as what he wanted. And he's dropped down to 9th and a lot of work to do from there. And in fact, it looks like he might be caught by the leaders. They're coming into the complex. Just saw the Metal U Spares car go through there as Casey Ensel Smith sweep through the shot with Jagger Robertson trying to close him down. Jagger in second place from pole won't be happy with that. That is for sure. They're closing there on family member there, Renzo Ribeiro, coming out in the braking. See a little bit of smoke out of Renzo's car, so maybe he's got a little bit of issues on that car as well after that tap from behind. We'll have to keep an eye on that one. But Casey Ensel Smith seems to be doing it all right here. And he's going to hang on to the lead of the championship. Oh, Malamela out of shape from the back end. He steps onto the grass ever so slightly. Those brand new tyres that they've just been given are not going to like that at all. Let's have a look at that from Karabo Malamela's point of view. This is his first overtake, going on the inside of Storm Lanfia. Ticks them off here one by one. And he comes down under braking, goes on the inside of Shrin Naidu, gets through on Shrin. Up the road you can see Monkonkwana having a go at Alex Voss as Malamela tries to close them down. Oh, look at that. Alex Voss gets forced wide by Monkonkwana as well. Similar and maybe a bit of target fixation, but great maneuvering through there from Malamela's point of view. We saw every single one of his overtaking maneuvers there on that first lap to get up to 4th place behind Siabongo Monkonkwana. Now he's got a bit of work to do. And he's going to have to push hard to see if he wants to get away through. Siabongo Monkonkwana is keeping him honest for now and trying to close things down there on Jagger Robertson and Casey Ensel Smith. Ensel Smith has not put a wheel wrong here whatsoever. Since he got to the front end and just forced his way through there on Jagger, he's been able to hang on to this lead. He's going to hang on to the championship lead as well as they head onto the back straightaway and into the closing stages. You can see the gap has come down ever so slightly there, but that's due to the fact that we've got a back marker that had to be negotiated. So with that back marker of Renzo Ribeiro in the Metal U Spares car, he's just been able to bridge a little bit of a gap there. Chicken Flag is on standby, and he's going to hang on for the win to beat out Jagger Robertson and hang on to that championship lead. Big battle between these two. It's always good to see. Monkonkwana managed to hang on as well for 3rd. And Malamela, what a drive, up to 4th place. Superb effort there from him. So let's have a look at the official results there. It is Ensel Smith from Robertson. Monkonkwana in 3rd place, beating out Malamela, then Alex Voss. And he beat out Shrin Naidu, Storm Lanfia, Michael Besaidnout, and Renzo Ribeiro. Let's catch up with our hard charger from the back of the pack, Karabo Malamela.
First heat went well. It was difficult. Started from the back due to my qualifying session being cut short with my engine cutting out. So I went into race 1 knowing that, we have to push forward and try to get the best result that we could, especially for the championship. I'm sitting, I think, 4th, so you're trying to hope for a higher position in that.
And slightly higher than him is Siabongo Monkonkwana in 3rd.
We had pretty good pace the first 4 laps. However, after the 4th lap or so, the tyres started heating up on the rear and we were just sliding everywhere. So unfortunately, we were able to luckily keep the position. So we finished 3rd, luckily. And so hopefully we did a few changes for the second one. Hopefully it's a better result for the second one.
Join us after the break and see if Casey can do the double in the Investchem Formula 1600s. Welcome back to action from the Extreme Festival of Motorsport Round 5 down at the East London Grand Prix Circuit and Race 2 of the Investchem Formula 1600s. A couple of little changes being made, as you heard from the 2 drivers we caught up with just before the break. I think one man who's definitely going to look to improve is Renzo. Didn't quite have it all go his own way. He's expecting to have a big fight with Michael Besaidnot at that backpack. And that backpack is starting to heat up big time. These youngsters are getting to grips with these cars and are slowly but surely becoming mid-pack and season campaigners. Little adjustment there for Mike as we go on board with him here at the start. Let's see if he gets it all right off the start line. Lights are on. COC moves off the circuit, and as they go out, we go racing. This time it's going to be Jagger Robertson looking to try and reverse the order, I'm sure, to try and bring some of those championship points back again between himself and Casey Ensel-Smith, race 1 winner. We're back on board with Karabo Malamela making his way through, and hopefully as rapidly as what he did in the first one. He makes up one. No, he doesn't quite make up one position. Makes it a little bit more easier, a bit more difficult there. Storm Lanfear didn't quite get the start he wanted. Renzo got a fantastic start. He's managed to squeeze through there. Michael Besaidon tucks in behind Karabo Malamela, and somebody's hit the dirt there, coming through Rifle. Oof, little touch of the dirt there is not the space you want to be, especially on cold tires. Even though the new rubber, those cold tires need a little bit of laps to get up to temperature. Oh, there's a touch. There's a touch there between Lanfear and Renzo at the same place Renzo went off in race number 1. Fortunately, this time he keeps it going, and they're on the grass. They're going to come back on track, but they're going to be miles behind that pack of 7 cars up the front end. Oh, a little look up the inside from Jagger into Gate and into the S's, but this time he decides, not. I'm going to hang on for this one. Not going to go into the grass, going to wait a little bit longer and try and find a way through. Maybe use the slipstream that is so vital here. Heading up to Beacon now. Opportunity here for Jagger to use the slipstream up the back straight. Just going to look for an overtaking maneuver into Beacon corner. He goes inside. Oh, and he's tagged him. Two of them have come together. That's a big one. And looks like Casey Ensel-Smith, spinning out. Jagger Robertson stays on track, but Casey got sent onto the inside of the track. He's going to rejoin, but he's going to join back down in about 5th or 6th place. Oh, a little bit of work to do, I think, for the COC after this one. I'm not going to call who was that wrong there, but as they come across the line, it's now Alex Foss attacking for the lead and potentially going to be outgunning Jagger Robertson towards Potters. He has a little look over his left shoulder. He knows that Jagger is literally side by side with him. Let's put his cameras on this side of the car as we can see Jagger possibly on his left-hand side, but I think he's got through on him. Alex Foss now leads, heading down towards Rifle. So we've got a new leader, and he hasn't been at the front end of a race for a long time, so great to see Alex Foss pushing so hard, avoiding all of it, and he's flat through Rifle. Absolutely brilliant stuff. Not flat enough, though, to keep out Jagger. Jagger comes around his outside into Cocobana corner. Has he been able to get through? Yes, he has. Only just. As he just tucks in. Look at the dust, though, on the circuit. Very dirty track at the bottom there, and it's picked up on our camera here from Monkonkwane's point of view. Here comes Jagger, trying to come back at Foss. Foss and Jagger side by side as they go in towards that very tricky entrance to the S's. Oh, so close. Look at that. Absolutely brilliant stuff, but Jagger's eventually got through. He might have a little bit of damage on the front end of that car after that tag. We'll have to keep an eye on that. But Foss is second and Monkonkwane is third. Malamela hasn't had all his own way in that first couple of laps like he did in the first one. He's only got up to 5th place. It looks like it might be Shrin Naidu who's tucked into 4th. Yes, it is. Shrin Naidu there in 4th place, keeping Malamela out. And then just in the background, you pick up on Casey Ensel-Smith trying to come back at these top 5. A little bit of dirt on the circuit there. Caught out Shrin, opened up the door, and Malamela says, I'll have that, thank you very much. All day, every day, and all week as well as he comes across the line. Now hunting down yet again his stablemate there from the Investchem team, Siabongo Monkonkwane. Somebody seems to be dropping back here. Has Monkonkwane gone through there on Foss? He's going to go around the outside. Round the outside of Potters is a maneuver of note, and he makes it stick. Can you believe that? Wow, Siabongo Monkonkwane goes around the outside. Inside comes Malamela, and Foss gets demoted down 2 positions in the space of about 500 meters on the track. Here comes Malamela, inside of Cocobana, late on the brakes. He's going to be very, very late. Is he good enough to get through there on, yes he is, on Siabongo Monkonkwane. Malamela from the back of the pack is up to 2nd place now, and hunting down Jagger Robertson. Have a look at this from Casey Ensel-Smith's point of view. That's the tag that he got. He got sent onto the inside, takes out some of the brake markers, and everybody else goes sliding up the inside and now the rear end of him. He gets the car fired up rapidly, returns to the track, but unfortunately there's nowhere to go. There you can see once again from a different angle, just a sweep across there to shut the door, and Jagger didn't see it coming. The two of them tagged, and it ended up with Casey Ensel-Smith going right to the back into 6th place. Jagger hangs on to the lead for now, but Karabo Malamela is hounding him and looking for an opportunity here for a win in East London with a lap to go. 1 to go now. Slipstream City, here it comes. Across the line, Jagger Robertson has got the slipstream engaged there by Karabo Malamela. Can he make the move around the outside again, like we saw earlier on? Is Jagger going to be good enough on the brakes into Potters? They're going to be side by side in Potters. Literally wheel to wheel going into Potters Pass, and it's Karabo Malamela who hits the front. Jagger slots straight into that slip again, trying to get the second slipstream out of Rifle down towards Kookaburra. He's got a little bit of pull there coming out of Rifle. He's on the outside line. Watch for the cutback now. No, don't worry about the cutback. He's driven around the outside of him. Have a look at that bit of driving there, but a little bit too hot. And there's a touch again. Oh, Malamela on the inside came across the nose, and as he did that, he tagged the nose of Jagger Robinson. Here you can see it. Jagger turns in. He's late. He locks up, and he gets it a bit sideways, and Malamela does the same thing. The two of them come together at Kookaburra, and Malamela's days have basically ended right then and there. This is Jagger. Look at that wheel. No, just turned completely understeer there and then into oversteer, fighting each other off down into Kookaburra corner. So Jagger continues to lead out. He survived, fortunately, to stay ahead of Monkonkwana and Foss. But look at where Casey Ensel-Smith is. He is up into 4th place and looking to now close things down, possibly for an outbreaking maneuver here up into Beacon. A podium will definitely bring him back into the hunt. But it's Monkonkwana defending for his life there on Foss. Foss didn't see the door open up, and looks like Casey's going to have a go here. He's going to try and have a run to the line. Is Foss going to possibly outgun Siyabonga Monkonkwana? Yeah, they come to the line. It's Robinson for the win. Oh, Monkonkwana just hangs on over Foss, and then Casey Ensel-Smith with Shwin Naidu and Michael Besaidnot behind that. Official result sees Jagger Robinson win out, but with a post-race inquiry, he gets dropped behind Casey Ensel-Smith into 4th place, giving Siyabonga Monkonkwana the win for the day in race 2. Looking at the championship standings, heading to the penultimate round in Cape Town, Casey Ensel-Smith stays at the top. Look for a big battle with Jason Kutsia rejoining the party at his home circuit, and Jagger Robinson and Karabo Malamela will definitely be in it to try and win it. All the action provided by the East London Grand Prix circuit at the Extreme Festival of National Motorsport, Round 5. Be sure to join us for the penultimate round of the Extreme Festival in the Mother City at Kalani International Raceway on the 21st of September. All this Extreme Festival action is proudly brought to you by Astron Energy, Volkswagen Motorsport, Dunlop Tires, and Investchem Chemical Logistics.